Hey everybody, Pete from Roadhouse Auctions. Just wanted to give you a rundown on the cabinet lots that are coming up in our 21st of June auction, which is basically going to start at 10:30 a.m. on, it's a Sunday, just so you know. Hope you can make it. We've got a fair bit going on with this auction. So, I mean, you've got your champion sign there. I'll just run through some of these globes first and then we'll come up to the cabinets. So the two globes on the left-hand side, they're reproduction, but everything else up there is actually original. Okay, so there's two BP globes in the auction, so that's one of them there. You'll see the other one shortly. So then you've got your tins, you've got your round Stickman, pretty cool tin. You've got the Shell 30 pounder, great colours on that. The Fire Zone, I'll whiz through these ones here, but there's a few Fire Zone bits and pieces in here. The Como oil, where do you see one of those? The earliest Como oil drums, I believe. And then you've got the pinnacle of it all, which is basically the Golden Fleece hanging ram, four-sided tin. Photos are online for everything, guys. They're detailed, the descriptions are detailed, and you'll get a fair idea of what's going on if you have a look at the catalogue. So I won't whiz through every single item here, but yeah, I mean, you can sort of see some of the quality that's in this auction. So you've got your Golden Fleece boomeroo there. Got the Olympic tyre sign, mad sign, double-sided, great condition. Some of the gallon tins here, you've got the two Golden Fleece ones here. I'll zoom in a bit there for you, easy to see it. And then you've got your Neptune there, Dermalotion. There's actually four of those in the auction, so varying conditions. You've got the Caltex outboard motor oil there, 1 gallon, Supra. And then we've got these ones here, which is your Summit 1 pounder, beautiful little tin. Got some age about these, well, they're 100 years old, thereabouts. Got all your cities listed on the back there, quite nice. A couple of original badges in there as well. Okay, again, detailed photos. So you've got your Summit tin there with a hanging around top on it. And we've got the Golden Fleece two-stroke top here. Been chatting with a few collectors about that top, let me tell you. So it's a very hard one to find. So then you've got the red ones. Okay, and then you've got this one here, which is just an interesting top. How rare is it? Don't know. But if you have a look here, that was a hex top. And it's been repainted, which is not uncommon. What's good about this one is we know who done it, and that was the military. So that's MilDef, which is military defence. And yeah, so quite an interesting top. First one I've actually seen. So yeah. In the back there, we've got the Summit 1 gallon. Okay, she's down a bit on condition, but at the same time, you know, where do you see them? But that one there's not down on condition. It's a Fire Zone 1 gallon, absolute cracking tin, and you'll see that by the photos. So, and these two tins here, that one, this one here, and the one at the back here, there's a bit of history on these tins, so have a read on the description. They are quite rare tins, and yeah, this one here was actually in the ACCA magazine back in 2012, I believe, as the earliest known HC sleigh tin. So if you're a Golden Fleece collector, that's a very important tin. Okay, so down here there's a lot of tops and bits and pieces. You've got some petrol stretchers there. I'll go through all that sort of stuff with you in a moment because there's a bit more. There's your other BP, great condition. Couple of cracks in it, as you know, as is common, but yeah. Then you've got your double-sided Bowser discs. You've got the Shell, you've got the Voco. Over here you've got the Plume. You've also got the HC Sleigh, which is, that disc there is actually off one of the freighters, I believe. I'm not sure actually, but have a look in the catalogue, it'll tell you. A little bit of Mopar stuff there, and a little bit of Champion stuff in this auction as well. Okay, so you've got the Shell lighter refiller. I mean, always a desirable item. They always, yeah, attract a lot of interest when you put them up for a show and tell. A little bit of gargoyle. So the mobile grease, I mean the 10 pound, that's quite an interesting one with the two spouts, or the extra spout. So the leather oil is just a great tin, and then you've got your upper cylinder lubricant, basically the dispenser. Again, where do you see that sort of stuff? So, and then we move into the small stuff, which is basically the Fire Zone and the oilers. So if you have a look at these guys, I mean, these are just amazing. So, I mean, I thought the video would probably give you a better idea of what's in this auction, so you have to bear with my long-winded run through of it, but the Minerva, I mean, I'm not sure how many of those you might have seen, but it wouldn't be many, I can tell you that now. Very rare tin, probably the rarest oiler that are out there. So got a few other ones here. You've got the Special Sun Machine Oil, which again is the Ward Brothers. So you've got the pigeon pair there. Really nice tops here. And then again, you've got some advertising at the back there. A couple of little pamphlets actually where they were advertising the plastic tops on that one and the metal tops on that one. So if you're a Fire Zone collector and you haven't got these, yeah, you should be chasing them. A little bit of advertising for Fire Zone in this auction as well. You've got the Fire Zone Devil guy there. At the back there, that's actually quite a large washcloth, polishing cloth or whatever it is, actually folds out. I think that's, you're probably seeing 20% of it there. So a few more Fire Zone bits and pieces here. Early Fire Zone stuff, I mean, it's just incredible. We're very lucky, we've got 11 vendors and yeah, we really appreciate them entrusting us with bringing this to the market. So a few little tops up here. And then over here, we've got your petrol stretcher stuff, which was when Golden Fleece was leaving the industry, being bought out by Caltex. The last couple of years, they bought out the petrol stretcher stuff, so you don't see a lot of it. So these are all being sold separately. I mean, if you want to compare, you know, maybe the Techno tops, for example, you know, I mean, I've seen them go for really good money. Well, these are next level rare compared to that. So you've almost got a full rack here. There's 11 of these items being sold separately in the auction. And yeah, then you've also got your petrol stretcher, your super cool stroke. There's a couple of tags in there for your services, a couple of service tags in this, 4 in that one actually, and another bag. This is actually full of liquid. Over here you've got a booklet of petrol stretcher tags and a sticker. And then you've got your service guide, you've got some calendars which all tie in with that as well. A lot of group lots in here as well. So, I mean, a lot of these bags contain many items, not just 1 or 2. Okay, and I think you'd be doing well to have a look at them if you're a reseller or if you want to add to your collection. There's just a lot going in this auction that you wouldn't normally see. A lot of hex books and stuff like that, like reference manuals like that one there. I mean, not sure where you're going to find this stuff. Then you've got a lot of restaurant stuff in here as well. Okay, so you'll see that if you go through the catalogue. So there's no point in pulling all those apart to show you. But yeah, and then around here, we've also got another cabinet full of all the stuff that's going to be basically bulked up and sold. And some of it's, you know, like I said, I've just, look at these photos, there's 10 in each lot. I mean, these are photos that someone's taken, they're original photos, they're not copies. Okay, so I'm trying to get the light off the glare and whatever, because everything's wrapped in plastic here. But yeah, quite amazing photographs and stuff like that. So I'd like to show you through the top, but she's a bit hazy. So yeah, so anyway, long-winded video, guys, as usual. But there's a lot going on in this auction. I hope you saw our other video in regards to the signs and all this gear, because yeah, there's a lot of important items in this auction, and yeah, I think if you're a collector, a lot of it is well worth having a look at, even when you get down to these full rack stands and things like that. The big Bosch spark plug there. You've got your Fire Zone wreath up there. So yeah, so anyway, have a look at the auction catalogue, like I said, and yeah, hopefully there's something in there that tickles your fancy and can add to your collection, and hope to see you at the auction. Again, 21st of June, it's a Sunday, and it kicks off at 10:30 a.m. in the morning, live and online. Thank you.